Welcome back to Life Experiences with Dr. Amanda. Today we are going to talk about power, the power that God has given us. God has given us power. And when I talk about power, I'm not talking about like a weightlifter, the ability to lift heavy things or the ability to fight with our physical hands. I'm talking about the power through the Holy Spirit that we possess that causes us to be able to bind things on earth. The word tells us that if it's bound, we can bind things on earth. If they're not bound in heaven, we can bound those things on earth. And that's the power that I'm talking about. The Apostle Paul tells us in Ephesians, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. And the key word here is his. That power is not through us. The power that is of the Lord is going to be used based on what he wants to take place, based on what his will is. We have the power and authority to save souls in this world through him, to reach those souls through his word so that they may be saved through Jesus. We have the power for that to happen. And so we have to make sure that we walk in that power and that authority. And the way that we get that power is through time spent with our Father, through his word, through prayer, through fasting, just seeking his face on a regular basis, not seeking him for that power because he's already given it to us, but seeking him because it's just good to seek our Father, because we want that fellowship and that relationship with him. And that's where that power comes from. So I want to take this opportunity to simply read an excerpt from my pastor. He posted this several years ago, but it's still so relevant for the times that we are in right now. My pastor is Apostle Murray of the Dallas Full Gospel Holy Temple Church, and I'm going to specifically read exactly what he posted. So just tune in and just pay attention to the words. The one thing that the devil hopes never happens is for the church to be vocal and confident in its ability to challenge his rule. When we stand up, it makes the devil nervous, and he focuses all his power on distracting us and destroying us. But a people that know their God shall be strong and do exploits. We cannot go along just to get along, and we cannot allow ourselves to be deterred by strategies of the enemy, such as the accusation that when we speak against anything, we are judging, as he uses this one word to shut down the conversation. We are not going to be loved. We may not even be appreciated, but we are the church. It's our job to be vocal in our opposition to wrong. We must be okay with being talked about and misunderstood. Let's forget about being popular and concentrate on being influential. We have been given the charge to occupy until he comes. That means to gain ground and to be actively engaged in the call. This is our time, the church's time. Peter, Paul, James, and John made their mark in their day. It's our job to leave a witness on record and remind an evil generation that holiness is still right. This power God has given us must be beneficial, everyone. It must be beneficial. We have the only way this power can be beneficial is for us to use it, and for us to use it accurately. As my pastor said, let's occupy with the power he has given us to reach souls for his kingdom and to change this world. We're here. Let's use that power. It's given to us for that purpose. It's our responsibility. It's our reasonable service. So the next video, we're going to talk about holiness is still right. So as always, please subscribe to the channel, invite others to join, and have a wonderfully blessed rest of the week. God bless.